What's up everybody, welcome back to Double T Gaming, and today we're going to talk about something that has somewhat died down over the last few months, and that is the subject of World of Warcraft Classic. Now if you've been following my videos for a while, you will know that I've been an advocate for vanilla World of Warcraft for a long time. I've played on all the major vanilla private servers, and I've had the privilege of being able to level several characters to level 60. Now since Blizzard's announcement of Classic World of Warcraft back in November, or however long ago that was, there has been little to no new information released about it, besides one little blurb in March saying they're still working on it. And I mean for good reason. Blizzard is on the cusp of a brand new expansion that they hope will revitalize the player base, and they are adding tons of new races to try and give WoW a new flavor to it, and I think it's awesome. But so many people just want to be able to play World of Warcraft Classic again. And with this comes the major question, will vanilla WoW last? Will the hype for it go away after a few months, and will Blizzard just shut it down after a year or so after seeing the player base dwindle to so little that it's almost a waste of money for them? Will people realize how much of a difference there is between the current state of the game and what the game used to be? Now before I get more into this, I want to say that I know it's almost impossible to please both sides of this debate. The classic community versus the retail current game community. Believe me, I've been on both sides of the hate for this. It's because they're both so passionate about the game that they love. Some people say Legion right now is awful and the state of the game is at its worst. Others say the game is more user friendly and better than it has ever been. And for me personally, I like Legion. I've liked majority of the expansions. But vanilla WoW is one of those games that will always hold a special place in some gamers' hearts. If you have a Twitter, recently there was this trend going around. It was something along the lines of hashtag GameStruck4 or something like that. And it was the 4 games that meant the most to you growing up and games that really affected your life, and you were supposed to post those. And scrolling through that hashtag, so many people had put down vanilla World of Warcraft because it was a game that revolutionized the genre. And yes, I know there were other MMORPGs out at the time, but nothing like vanilla WoW. And this goes back to my question, will classic WoW last? There's always a fear that current WoW players will go back to vanilla and realize that like, hey, I'm actually going to have to sit down and grind in this game for hours and hours and hours to hit max level, and to gear up, and to level professions, and to farm at mats and everything, and to just be able to raid. I can't just log in for a couple of hours, do some dailies, do some LFR, get geared by like Tuesday for the next raid. Vanilla WoW was something that was a lot less user friendly, and it required a lot more, I hate to use this word, but it required a lot more effort on the part of the player base to actually succeed in it. To get an epic in vanilla was something that truly felt epic. To land that epic role in a 40-man raid where only like 3 items dropped per boss, that is something that was epic. Not just clicking on acorns or whatever it is, or picking up squirrels or something in Val'sharah or wherever the place is now, I'm sorry, and boom, it'll just give you an epic reward or sometimes even a legendary. And I know it sounds like I'm bashing on Legion, and I'm not trying to. Blizzard has done a great job in Legion, and they've made it so the gameplay has the ability to anchor more towards the casual player base, which I feel like right now a majority of WoW is. Now I'm not going to act like I know a thing or two about raiding in Legion. The last time I actually raided hardcore and not in LFR was like the first tier of Warlords of Draenor, so I have heard though that the Mythic Argus raid is very difficult, probably one of the hardest raids in WoW, but I still do not want to comment on their difficulty at all. I don't want to give my opinion on that because I don't know anything. But this goes back to my point. When this generation of WoW players plays Vanilla Classic for the first time and sees that things aren't exactly handed to them like they are now, and it takes a week's worth of playtime to actually hit max level, will they get burnt out and will they get bored of that gameplay and go more in favor of current, what I imagine will eventually be Battle for Azeroth content? And will the fact that we know what's coming in vanilla, we know where the raids will lead to, we know the fights, we know everything about it, because it has been out for so long, will these things contribute to the boredom factor that can come with the grind of vanilla? And I can certainly see this situation going both ways. I can easily see the player base dying down after the nostalgia factor goes away, but then I can also see the player base, like it has been on private servers for a long time, prospering, and kind of depending on when exactly Blizzard does decide to release vanilla WoW. I want to see vanilla WoW prosper. If you look at populations for private servers, majority of the big ones are up in the 5,000s to 6,000s every day, and that's actually very good for private servers. I want to be able to progressively play through the expansions by Blizzard, not by a private server anymore, and I want it to prosper. I want the population to grow. I just hope and pray that people are able to stick with the grind of vanilla after being imprinted on the type of gameplay that there is today in WoW. And once again, I am not intending to bash Legion whatsoever, or bash Battle for Azeroth for that matter. World of Warcraft is a game that I want to be successful, because it was a game that had a major impact on me personally. I've met so many amazing people through this game, I had so many memories through this game, and I want to have that community be put back into this MMORPG, because that's what it is. It's an MMO. Something that I feel like has been taken away slowly but surely in the last few expansions. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Do you think that vanilla WoW will be able to last through the type of gameplay we are used to today? And let me know if you guys like these types of videos, because classic WoW is always a passionate subject for me, but it's one that can garner a lot of hate if it comes out the wrong way. I'm going to try and find a nice balance between that. But thank you all for watching. See you guys in the next one.